Hey guys, it's me YJ, and I'm the founder of X Anatomy, which I also like to call AEX for short. And I'm just a high schooler in New York City right now, and I just wanted to show what we're doing in 2025 for our company. It's been a while since I've been on the platform, and I feel like it's time for a kind of restart or refresher of what we're doing because it's been such a long time. And today I was feeling productive and I felt like it was the perfect time to come back on and just restructure my business. Right now I'm logging on to my Notion, which really helps me figure out and organize my days and what I'm doing, specifically my business. Sometimes I put what shows I'm watching on there, passwords, etc., etc. And I feel like it's a really helpful organizer for me. And I'm just seeing that I have a bunch of stuff that has not been started on my Notion that I wanted to start when starting the business, but I haven't. So I started off with candles, but I want to get into more different things, especially since it's been such a long time since I've been on the channel, as you could see from my YouTube studio. First posted in June 20th, 2024, and last time was August 15th, 2024, and I have no other media to post. And all that non-started things over there, and the fact that it is January 24th, 2025. That's a lot of months that I've been inactive, gone, or not making product. And most of that is because school started. But I feel like I could have balanced school and business even more. But it's been difficult right now in terms of what's going on in my life. But we're getting back on track. So I've been putting things on my Pinterest page, and I've just been saving what I wanted from my business. And it's a bunch of stuff that I wanted to do. And I feel like now is the time to get into it. And I have a bunch of aesthetics that I wanted to do, but I'm really matching it into specific ones and then building up from there. I've thought of terms and packaging, things like that, especially in terms of my candles, but it's just so sad seeing all the non-started stuff, like the enamel pins, t-shirts, hoodies, socks, Libby cups, keychains, tote bags, ceramics. All that was done was the candles because I needed funds to start up my business before I started anything. So now what I'm showing you is what I want to start. I want to start lip balm. I feel like that's an easy thing to go into as well, and something I'm passionate about because I love myself some lip balm. So first I need to find some manufacturers that will actually have my dreams come true. And looking through them, it's a bunch of them that's there in Alibaba because that's where I want to find my manufacturers because I've heard that's the best place. And I felt like none of them really spoke to me. And I didn't know if they'll do specific things that I wanted them to do because it looked like they have a specific product that they did, and I don't know if they'd budge out of it. I know that I want my lip balms to be mostly in the tubes where you just apply it to your lips rather than in the containers where you have to physically touch the lip balms to do it. And right now, we're looking into the base designs that I did for it. I wanted the main priority for it to be replaceable so that it could get refills every single time that you buy it. Instead of having to buy the whole different container, you could just switch out for the refills and it could be different scents, different flavors, don't eat it, different scents for the lip balms to be, and that was the main priority for when I was making the cases, and something that would be very nice, very easy to do. So I came up with 2 base designs, and yeah. So because I have my sketches, I need to now bring out my sketch pad. Been with this one for a while. It's 9th grade. I'm in 11th now. But now, instead of drawing on very bright orange paper, I'm actually gonna try to make a better sketch on here and then come back to you guys when I'm done. Or maybe do a time lapse. Let's see. Yeah. So here I'm basically finishing up with the first sketch, and now I'm about to move on to my second one. Design, and it's more of the liquidy kind of lip balms, and here's all three of them together. Yeah, so here's me finishing up the third one. So like, I really like this combo right here, where it's an idea of having a screw and cap into a place that's like magnetically just clips into it, so it's easy for refills, and then you could just put the cap back on. So if I do that, then I might do it for other ones as well if I do different designs, because I really like that one. I was just usually liking a chapstick. Like, if I get lip balm, it's usually in the form of a stick. Hey, so it's just me editing, and I realized that because I'm not going to be the consumer and multiple people will, that there's other preferences, and I have to adhere to their preferences as well, and not just what I would like. So that's why I have multiple options instead. Okay, back to the video. If I get this, I feel like people use their hands, but you can also put it on your mouth, so that won't be too bad. I'll kind of have refillables as well as that, because I want refillables for all these. I feel like refillables is the best option, eco-friendly, and not a lot of people do it, so that's kind of a niche. So all three options have ways to snap back in, and yeah, I could just make different scents, not flavors, not edible, for different ones. So yeah. Okay, so now that I have that as a sketch, I'm going to transfer it into a program called Womp for 3D. I heard it's easy to use, so I'm hoping that will be actually easy to use. And it's my first time really using 3D, so let's hope it works. Good morning. The sun's shining. It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm starting my day still inside on the computer. You must be wondering what happened last night and why I'm not showing you my 3D models right now. So let me show you what happened. So basically, I got on Womp and I decided that I was gonna be doing the 3D modeling on here because I felt like it would be easy. I saw it in another small business owners kind of thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so this is easy, right? I should be able to do it, maybe even get a model if I wanted to print it out. Or I have a 3D printer myself available to me, so maybe I'll just print it out there. And then there was like it was just hard to do. Kind of. It was like I didn't know the basics, so I went on WOMP, the beginner's guide to easy 3D, and I kind of skipped and fast forward towards the parts that I really needed for this mug tutorial, and I just added that onto my own thing. So here's where I ran into a problem. I needed to make the tube hollow, but I couldn't do that with the basic one of WOMP. So I decided to look for another software to use, and Autodesk was kind of an option. Blender I already had, so I decided to hop on Blender even though I barely used it and I'm not good at it. So it just took me a few minutes of just fiddling around to realize I don't want to do that. And then I moved on to AutoCAD because I understood AutoCAD. I knew how to use AutoCAD for the most part. I've done it earlier in my years, but I don't know how to really do 3D models that needed the sculpting that I had to do. Look at that playlist over there. Very good, very good. But then I just watched other videos on how they did it, and it was kind of confusing because I've never really used it for 3D. So yeah, so I got off of it. And now we just made it to this morning. And I decided to try again with Blender. Now I have no video of that doing the Blender, but all you need to know is that I epically failed. All I was able to do was make a cylinder, and that was the bare minimum of I could do. So no way I could have sculpted. So I got on IBS Paint. Haven't used it really in years, but since I've got my iPad this year, I've started reusing it again, but not that much where my skills are all refreshed. So I'm just tracing out my basic outline of what I wanted to do. And I only did the first one because first I want to see if manufacturers would even try to do this one with just this kind of picture to go off of. I might try to do the side profiles, but I'm probably going to leave that for another day. So yeah. So that brings us to the end of the video. It was Regents Week in New York and I'm not redoing any, so I thought this was the best time to do a company refresh, and I'll see you later. Bye.